Hey, so this is Sam Black with some closing thoughts on 5-color midrange. Um, Obviously, it went pretty well, um, and I think for the most part my plans worked out. Um, as for what I think about the direction of this deck and this deck's strength, there. This is when I first started playing this, it felt like it was the deck that was best at grinding because the cards from all the different colors work together to. Each color provides a grinding card that you can't have without that color. Green for Den Protector, blue for Jace, white for Master of the Unseen, and red and black for Kolaghan's Command. And all of those felt like important pieces of the puzzle. The reality, I think, is that the Mardu Green decks might be better at grinding. They have good answers to Jace, and Jace doesn't give you immediate card advantage. And while Blue offers Treasure Cruise, you can get the same thing by just playing more Painful Truths. And Pia and Kieran Nalaar is a very potent grinder. So I now think this deck is not the best at any particular thing. It's just well-rounded, which makes sense for a deck that is all the colors and can attack from so many different angles. So I think that the primary thing that this deck is doing is having versatility, and I think that the combination of Mantis Rider and Siege Rhino with incidental life loss from Crackling Doom and Kolaghan's Command make the deck much better than other decks that are this good at grinding at beating the inevitability decks like Rally and Ramp, which we didn't exactly get to see in that set of games, but is what I've experienced in my other playing with the deck. At this point, I've played the deck quite a bit. So, clearly, having played the deck quite a bit and having just played 4 matches that went pretty well, didn't really inspire any major changes. Oblivion Sour is still somewhat up in the air, yet to prove itself. I could certainly see Dragonlord Dromoka in that spot. The way that Dragonlord Dromoka interacts with tempo is nice, where your opponent can't use mana that they left up that turn to answer it, and it's obviously outstanding against decks that really care about your life total, or that don't have hard removal for it. Might be a better fit than Oblivion Sour in this deck, although getting to a lot of mana is certainly nice for the Den Protector Kolaghan's Command type loops that we saw in the matchup against the opponent who was theoretically positioned to potentially outgrind me, but had less reliable source than I did. Outpost Siege versus looping Den Protector and Kolaghan's Command. Outpost Siege sometimes drawing things that weren't particularly relevant, while Den Protector Kolaghan's Command was very persistent, almost disrupted by Duress, but I was able to draw enough Kolaghan's Commands that it wasn't a problem. And I'm a little light on Hate for Mono Red. Just 2 Radiant Flames, only 1 Cleric, only 1 Surge, but as we saw in the matchup there, the creatures are pretty good if you can have just a little bit of stuff to buy time. And so compared to potentially, compared to similar decks that don't have Siege Rhino, you can get away with less hate because Siege Rhino is so good. It's basically like a, main deck hate card against them. So that's what's going on with this deck. Like I said, since I don't think it's the best at doing any particular thing, I think that it's not the clear best deck in the format or anything, but it is certainly good, and that is where I'm at with this. So that's it for this week.